Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Rudy back at it again with another New York Giants video. First and foremost, like, subscribe. Thank you for all the love and support, guys, as we start going up to get up to 500 subscribers. Thank you, guys. Appreciate the love and support, man. And let's keep grinding, man. Let's keep doing this work, man. Put out the Giants content the best way I can, the fastest way I can, man. And thank you, guys. But let's get right to it. Everybody knows what happened today. Everybody knows John Harbaugh made a great freaking speech. But he's the first coach since Tom Coughlin who can actually back up what he says and what he's already have done and accomplished in the NFL. John Harbaugh is going to bring, of course, discipline. You better be dedicated to football. And like he said, you know, if you don't like football, him and the GM will get you out of here real fast. But watch this press conference right here. Watch a little bit of the press conference right here that I recorded earlier today from, I think it's the New York Post or SNY. I think it's the New York Post. Watch it right now.
Thing is, we have to have guys that love football. I mean, you just have to. It's football. What are we here for? You know, what do we do? What is this building for? It's for football. You know, this is a football team, and we need guys that love everything about football. They love the games. They love the practices. They love the weightlifting. They love the meetings. They love the dining hall. You know, they love every part of football, man. And if you love football, guys, if you love football, you're going to want to be here. You're going to want to drive in that parking lot every single day. You're going to want to walk in through those doors. You want to walk up in those halls. You're going to want to get in front of that tape and watch tape every single day because you're going to be around a bunch of guys that love what you love. They love football because that's what we're going to be doing, football, all the time, every day. And if there's guys, you know, around that don't love football, Joe, we're probably going to let those guys go play somewhere else, you know, because if you don't love football, you're not going to love it here because we'll be doing football. That's the plan.
Hey, man, I hope you guys like that. Another interview today that I was able to record a little bit of right at the beginning of the conversation was the last legendary head coach of the New York Giants, Tom Coughlin. Two-time Super Bowl champion head coach. One of the best to ever do it. Look what he had to say about him and Harbaugh's relationship. Watch this.
Number one, okay, John's a friend of mine, okay? And I text John when he was let go by the Baltimore Ravens to tell him, to congratulate him on his run, tremendous run with the Baltimore Ravens. And John came back to me and at the bottom of his little paragraph, he said, and by the way, if you have a minute, I could use some advice. Okay, John. So I called him, and initially it was just, you know, tertiary stuff. It was the New York Giant franchise, the Mara and the Tisch families, how they interacted in their ownership role of the New York Giants. And then it was, you know, the chain of command in the building. You know, how did the building work? Who's in the building? Who is the, you know, the GM and so on and so forth. Some of the coaches that were still there, the front office people, and that type of thing. And then, you know, just a little bit of conversation here and there about that. But basically what happened was, just as if any friend or anyone would call me and ask me about the New York Giants, that's where the conversations all began, okay? And then it involved further conversations. I mean, you mentioned two, there's more than two, but they were always of a nature of John, in his own way, trying to do his investigation, if you will, of the New York Giant franchise.
Well, yeah, I really like that. He actually went in a little bit in depth of him being friends, what they were looking for, what John Harbaugh was looking for, asking Tom Coughlin, you know, what he thought, who was there. I mean, I think it's really awesome, man, how the NFL works. It's like a network, man. But yeah, look, man, the new era of New York football Giants begins today with the John Harbaugh era, man. Let's see what happens during this offseason. We're going to have to go ahead and create cap space. Look, man, Everybody's been given different numbers: 11.8, 21.3, 1.8. I mean, people have been giving out different type of salary caps that the New York Giants have. Look, man, we'll see what we have. You know what I mean? We'll see how Joe Shane and John Harbaugh and the ownership figure the salary cap out and see who we're going to bring back. I don't think we're going to bring Jermaine Illuminor back. I hope that they see something in Wan'Dale Robinson and bringing him back. But, if he's looking around something around 18 million, the Giants ain't going to do that. 14, 15 million, I don't think the Giants are going to do that probably either, man. Who knows? I mean, they're giving, saltwater or sugar water, what's his face? They're giving him, 12 million, 36 million for 3 years? Slayton. Saltwater or sugar water Slayton, whatever you want to call it, man. Who can't catch a damn ball. I don't know, man. Unless they restructure his contract to give something around the same type of numbers, and Wan'Dale might be okay with that, then cool. But look, man, what's going to happen during the offseason, man? The John Harbaugh era begins today. And I hope you guys like the video clips I put up. And stay tuned, man, throughout the week. Like he said, when I was watching further in his interview, when he was interviewing with WFAN, he said his coordinator search and interview process begins tomorrow. Also with talking with some of the coaching staff that the rest of the coaching staff that we'll have here, who he is going to decide to keep. But Carmen Brasillo, man, you got to figure out a way to keep that offensive coach, that offensive line coach. He has done a 360 for our offensive line. You know what I mean? Like I said earlier, Jermaine Illuminor is probably going to ask something around 20. I think that's a little too much. He was good. He was okay. You didn't really have to worry about the right side, just like the left, but you really didn't have to worry about the left side with Andrew Thomas. And Jermaine Illuminor, the Giants ain't gonna sign him if he's looking around for $20 million a year. They could put Bo out there, second-year player. They can draft a right tackle. Who knows, man? But look, man, stay tuned throughout the week, guys. Appreciate all the love and support. Like, subscribe, and until the next video, peace.